let's get the party started with the first segment. You know, let's get warmed up with some good old Benny boy. Do you know who Bentellect is, baby?
I do.
Well, put the headphones in because I'm still gonna torture you with making you watch one of his videos. Aren't you excited about that?
I'm so excited today.
You're doing good. You should roll into me.
I'm alright.
Get closer to me, my love. Yeah, I can feel the warmth coming from her undercarriage. I'm just kidding. All right, let's listen to the newest video.
Funny signs. Do not eat my chocolate. 19 are in there. I licked all of them. Savage. Please do not throw your child in the Squishmallow displays. That's facts. Motor oil, Coke, and antifreeze Pepsi. That's a huge mess up. Employees must stop crying before returning to work. I buy campers. 910. That is some serial killer-ish. Burger King sign. Okay, what's down here? Closed. She gone. For sale. Parachute. Only used once. Never opened. Damn, this car got it. Jesus.
Okay, I can't take this anymore. That was horrible.
This is like what I was saying to you last week when we watched that other video.
Yeah.
Of the girl, like the annoying wife in the car.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Oh, maybe turning it on and just starting acting obnoxious like that. But I'm good at it. I'm laughing because I'm so dumb. I was going to try to get through the whole video. I didn't realize this video was a minute long. That was a miserable experience. But I did good. I did good. Thank you so much, Kate, for the welcome to the Parasocial Buddies for the membership.
Thank you.
So that's Bentellect. Bentellect's content is basically summed up as he finds pictures of other people making jokes, and then he makes the jokes, and he pretends to laugh over it. And I don't get it. I mean, like, first, to be absolutely honest with you, first of all, get your bag. I really don't care about, like, the purists, like, oh, you know, you have to be the best, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I mean, just on the content, we're going to talk about what he did in a bit, but just on the content, I really don't care. There are people who literally read Reddit stories as their content and make like 10 million views. I think that's the point. It's just like a generic kind of like bland, usually white person that just talks. It says what other people say and pretends to react. But I don't know who this content's for. I'm thinking like your mom and my mom.
Yeah, this is like moms probably eat this up.
Yeah, because there's no way children enjoy this. This is no way.
I think some of the stuff, that's the thing, and that's what I hate about videos like this, is that some of the actual things that people show, like, do engage me, and like some things are funny, but like I like would try, like if I was on my own TikTok, like I do my best to try not to like the video.
Yeah,
or even laugh at it for their satisfaction.
Yeah, even though they can't feel it. Well, I try to like just move on from videos like this, especially the ones where there's a guy who's just putting on someone else's video and they're tiny in the corner and they're going like this. I move on from that even when I want to watch it, based on the principle of it. Because like I'm a reactor on my YouTube channel. But like I mean, well, I'm also more of a conversationalist reactor, so like I do like a lot of, you know, talk. Like what did I watched like something like that was 2 hours the other day, and it was 4 hours afterwards. But either way, you know, if you're just doing this, I don't like it. Thank you so much, Diabetic Survivor.
Thank you.
For the membership, the Parasocial Baddies. But anyway, this is Bentellect, and Bentellect recently made an apology. You know a little bit, but I'll fill you in, because Bentellect is he's basically a typical frat boy. But what's funny is when I mentioned this to you, you were like, yeah, I could read that immediately. I'm like, why didn't I read it? I read Bentellect as just somehow like a kind of just a stupid idiot loser. But you read him as like a frat boy.
I honestly don't remember, so maybe I actually do need a refresher.
Okay. So this is what Bentellect. I'm just gonna tell you what he did because I already went through it on my channel. I'm just gonna tell you what he did, and then we're gonna watch the 30-second apology because it's not worth the time. Bentellect, basically, the worst one is that there was a girl who he invited onto his podcast. He made a podcast, right? He has 10 million followers. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
He has 11.2 million followers.
That's a lot of people.
That's wild. But he has 11.2 million followers, and he was doing a podcast. And he invited a girl on, and 3 hours before it started, you know, she happened to do OnlyFans. So 3 hours before it started, he said, hey, do you want to collab on OnlyFans? And she wasn't particularly interested. And so an hour before the podcast started, he canceled on her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a lot of other things that he did as well, which all kind of boil down to like that reaching out to OnlyFans girls and being annoying. And it's like sex pest stuff. It's not good, but nothing like, it's just like pretty, I mean, frankly, to me, it's like typical like fuckboy bullshit.
Yeah.
But this one bothers me because to me, I get the insinuation that it's like he's almost trying to say, I'll only platform you if you will sleep with me. And I find that to be like wild. That's like the most problematic to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what bothers me the most about it. I think it's just disgusting behavior, you know?
Yeah, he just seems like a douchebag.
He's just like a real piece of shit. But that one, you know, it's one thing if you want, listen, if you're popular and you're like, hey guys, I'm Bentellect, look at me. Look at my tie-dye shirt. And girls want to have sex with you. Like, I think that's fine. I think it's fine for any person to be like, hey, I'm famous and I have money. Like, you want to date or fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly fine. You know, if you're like, yeah, I want to sleep with the famous guy, that's on you, right? Like, we're adults. Groupies have been a thing forever.
Yeah.
Nobody complains about groupies. People that are like, no, rich famous guys, they shouldn't sleep with women. Why? Hear people say that before. It's just, no, why? She's an adult. He's an adult. They can do it. If he wants to be like, hey, what's up? You want to, you want to knock boots together? I don't care about that. But to leverage your platform against it, that's the problem I have with it.
Yeah.
That's more than anything else. I think that's gross. Thank you so much. How do you pronounce that? Sardi.
I feel like I always read it in the chat as Sarati.
Sarati. You're probably right. Tell me if I'm wrong, but thank you so much for the membership. And I'm sorry for getting your name wrong. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. She's a regular too. And I'm sorry. I can't even pronounce anybody's name.
Growing up, you know my friend that owns the carnival?
Yeah, we should hang out with her. When the carnival's out so I can get free food.
I met her, well, no, I'd known her for a long time, but we became like active friends in 6th grade. And when I was in 6th grade is when AIM was popular, like AIM Instant Messenger.
I remember AIM.
And like, so for me, sometimes I see things and I just read them even if they're incorrect. So I always read her screen name as Dupont G Girl. I just, that's what it was to me. And then I think like 3 later, she pointed out that it was Duck Pond Girl because she would run that game where you pick the duck that goes around the thing.
Well, my name used to be Cheat Master on AOL when I was like 13. The girls were like, well, are you trying to, because I would go into AOL message rooms with other kids, probably some adults looking for it.
Yeah.
But I was a child and they're like, do you cheat on girls or something? I was like, no, I used to use Game Shark a lot.
Didn't your mom came up with that name?
Another name I had was Brat Boy.
Brat Boy?
And then it was like my initials after.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What is that? Doug Magug?
That sounds about right. Thank you. I also like Twilight, the whole book. I read Carlisle. Oh. And I read another book called Carlisle. Yeah, Carlisle. Yeah. There's a book. I want to read it again. I read it in I was in this weird Spanish education focus during my first year of school. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I was just put into it. I don't know. But anyways, we read this book called 1,000 Years of Solitude. And it's a really weird book. There's just a lot of incest and stuff in it. I don't understand.
Okay.
But
sounds like my kind of book.
I read the whole entire book for the semester with this character, Colonel whatever.
Colonel?
Yeah. And what the hell is that spelled that way for? I
used to say colonel too. I don't know. It's
Colonel.
Colonel.
Yeah.
Colonel. Yeah, because the English language is terrible.
Yeah, Dupont G Girl.
Anyway, we get the rundown of Bentellect. He's a shitty frat boy, fuck boy. Let's watch his really quick apology.
Hey guys.
Hey.
There's a lot being said about me on the internet right now, and I just wanted to clear the air. The first thing I want to say is I'm sorry to anyone that I've made feel uncomfortable. I want to say to any girl who I've been rude to, whether through text or in person, that I'm sorry. I understand that me being sorry does not excuse that kind of behavior. I will continue to work on myself and do better. Thanks, guys.
It would have been better if he ended it like that. Yeah, so first of all, he didn't even shower for this.
Yeah, I was going to say, though, his most recent videos, he looks like shit.
He didn't even shower. He looks like his face is all oily. Second of all, this is just a generic response. This is probably like, from response-wise, like this is dog shit. Like,
I wonder though, like,
but it's also the best he could have done.
I wish that if we don't know this already, I don't know if I would really call myself unapologetic, but I think I would call myself more just like transparent and realistic.
Yeah.
And so like
that's facts.
I wish people would just like move on more. I wish people wouldn't make like the public apology, like the public move to make an apology.
I get what you're saying.
Because like
just ignore it.
Does anybody like really listen to this and is like, "Oh, he's sorry. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
I'll continue watching your dumbass fucking videos."
Well, I think
like,
yeah.
I don't think that he's a person that
Nobody
like
cares.
has enough depth that like people would really care about what he's doing in his personal life.
That's probably true.
And then like this is also just bullshit. Like keep being a fuckboy. Like who cares? Just like try not to be like a douchebag about it.
Yeah, keep being a fuckboy.
Like don't try to be transactional.
Yes, that's perfect. Like keep being a fuckboy, but don't be transactional. Like that's the issue. The issue is like I think there's another where he like offered to pay a girl for sex too. Like that, don't be transactional. That's perfect. Keep being a fuckboy, keep trying to fuck girls, do whatever, but just don't try to leverage your platform against them. Like that's the scumbag part. Thank you so much, Haboric, for the 1 month sub.
Yeah, Haboric.
Say my name.
I think that's how you say it.
I think so.
But yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about this? Hello, Benny boy. I'm in your walls. I'll leave your walls if you'll have sex with me. What do you think?
Is that like a reference to something?
Yeah, the people troll the fuck out of him by pretending to be scary characters and saying, "Hello, Benny boy. Hello, Benjamin. I'm in your walls. I have an OnlyFans too, Benjamin. Let's collaborate." Do I sound scary?